I get a trip abroad for £100? That is the question I asked myself, well, about 5 minutes ago. After 20 minutes of staring at Skyscanner and various other hotel websites, these were the options. So there's two possible places I can go that fit under the £100 budget for both accommodation and flights. The first one is Baden-Baden. So good they had to name it twice, I guess. Or so bad, or so Baden. Baden-Baden is good for spa trips. Do I look like the type of guy to do a spa? The closest thing I've come to a spa is jumping in bog holes as a child. However, we do have a second destination which comes in just slightly under budget. I packed my bags and made my way to everybody's favorite budget airline. As you can tell, I am absolutely ecstatic about this. And eventually, I found myself here. That was crazy, Aura. We have arrived in Cologne. So yes, you can get a trip for £100, but the only thing is you may have to compromise on some things, and unfortunately for me, I have made the ultimate sacrifice as we're going to be staying in one of the worst rated hotels in Cologne. This is my first time here. I've been to Germany a couple of times, and for those of you that don't know, I actually do speak a little bit of German. I can understand it, but I just can't answer people back. I just panic and freeze. Had my first interaction with a German person. I held the door open for them and they said danke, and I said no bother lad. It's weird when you see like cool buildings and statues, because I don't know, I always have the same reaction. I go, wow, that's cool, I'm gonna get on with the rest of my day now. So the goal was to get a trip for £100 or less. I have done that successfully, very successfully. The hotel was €64, which is about £54. The flights were £34. The hotel is rated a 3-star across the board. 3 stars on Google, 3 stars on Airbnb. On booking.com it's like a 7.7 or something. So after doing some quick maths, you will realise that I have spent £88 in total. This means for the whole day I had just £12 to spend on food and or an activity. But first, let's read some of these hotel reviews. Unfortunately, there were a lot of insects in our room. Only the number of insects we saw and killed was 6. I'm so cooked. Cockroaches and other insects in our room. Avoid this place and just pay €20 extra for a decent hotel. Beware of fraud. Someone also said the entrance area smelled like Douglas. Now, I'm not sure who Douglas is. I mean, you're not going to name somebody Douglas without them smelling really bad. Bed linen, smelling of urine. Room with bugs. Well, that's just ideal, really, isn't it? Nobody wants to see Luke have a good time. I'm gonna try and do as much things as I possibly can. You never know where the road might take us. Hopefully somewhere where I'm not covered in cockroaches and or dead. One thing I have noticed, and I don't know if I've just caught it on a bad day, but this place is very dirty. I haven't been here that long, but every single bin is overflowing and the streets are just covered in rubbish. It's not a great look, but you know, at least they've got a giant structure of some description. I'm gonna check into this hotel and see what it's all about. I'm actually dreading it. Like, I've been postponing it and just dicking about here. This hotel is gonna be a very, very big low point for me. I've made it. Honestly, it doesn't seem that bad. I had a look at the bathroom and that situation was interesting. I didn't see a door. Just rock out with my cock out, you know what I'm saying? Let's just give you a little room tour, shall we? Bed, wardrobe, towels and toilet paper, stylish cook chair, television. Let's have a look at the view. Oh, that looks really nice. Nice and green. I love how when I pulled that back, there was just like a fuck ton of dust. I mean, all in all, not that bad. All things considered. Look at this. You wouldn't want to be doing jumping jacks in here, that's all I'm saying. The whole cockroach bug situation, that freaks me the fuck out. I haven't peeled back that yet because I'm like, okay, if something jumps out at me, hands will be thrown. Rip the band-aid off, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty clean, I'd say. It's not incredibly bad, like a couple of little black dots here and there. These are odd pillows, like a sandbag. It's a bit flaccid. There is a bit of a brown stain. Now, I just hope that's not poo. I hope somebody was eating chocolate in bed, but if you can't really see it, doesn't really matter. This mightn't even be that bad. That just looks like fluff to me. Oh, bed is like hollow. Like, you wouldn't want to be doing anything other than sleeping in it, if you know what I'm saying. As long as it doesn't smell or it doesn't like completely affect the way I'm gonna stay here, then I don't really care. Like, it is totally bang average. It's tiny, but if you just need somewhere to go and put your head down, it's perfect. Now, the shared bathroom, some people probably can't get over. It's not a big deal to me. If that is, I could imagine this would be really shit. Speaking of which, it's toilet time. It's the bathroom door. Unfortunately, I can't shout because this place is not very soundproof. Shower. Ooh. Look at this woke nonsense. Put this in the bathroom. This is a pretty cool mirror. The problem about sharing a bathroom, I needed to piss about 20 minutes ago and there was someone in here for that long. I mean, other than the fact you have
to share, I would say this is pretty alright.
So although the start of our trip here has been rather lackluster, surely that won't be a common theme throughout, right? For a city with such a prominent name, I was expecting it to smell a bit better. Let's explore Cologne.
Stop number 1. The narrowest house in Germany, apparently. This is really riveting content, Luke. I mean, I can't lie though, that is actually kind of cool. Like, it's 2 meters wide. Right, now what? I'm telling you, a race to the smallest building is going to be crazy. That makes no sense. That would just be 1 floor. Somebody's got to innovate something, you know? I'm putting my money on the Japanese to come up with something for it. Anyway, what is going on here? That's 1 free activity ticked off. So far, the budget is still intact. Not that it was the most serotonin, thrill-inducing thing I've ever seen in my life. It was a pretty cool, narrow building, eh? I'm really grasping at straws here. There seems to be like fuck all to do.
Wow, a narrow building. What a beautiful attraction. How can we ever top that? How about I go and look at a river?
Pretty fucking big river. I'm gonna try do this without looking up facts. It's probably the biggest in Germany, surely. If they have a bigger one than this, that's kind of taking the piss. It's actually massive. And it's not full of shit water like the Thames, so that does help.
My lack of budget may seem like it's really impeding things. However, next up we have the Loog Bridge. Whoa!
Oh, isn't it lovely? This is where people go to solidify their love for each other by putting a lock on a little bridge. Look at that. So many people who are potentially divorced. This is actually pretty cool. I was not expecting there to be that many. I know it's called the Loog Bridge, but that's a big one. I think that was used for more than just love. 2003! Fucking hell, how long have people been doing this shit? It's a very wide river. That is like the most old person thing I could have said in this moment, isn't it? It's a very wide river. Shut the fuck. Honestly. Basically what this video has turned into is you're just watching me lose my mind with what little budget I have to spend. I don't know if I go to the end of this, like it doesn't look like there's anything over the other side, but then people are going to be in the comments like, oh, you didn't even do it all, there's a big fucking man stripping at the end or something. There he is. Horse kind of got back, can't lie. Why would you even say that? Like, so I've proven you can get a trip away for £100. Now, is it going to blow your mind? No. Maybe. Depends where you end up. I mean, if you end up here, it's alright, like.
As I explored more of Cologne, I couldn't help but be absolutely blown away by its beauty, is what I would have said if that was a true statement.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. Well, it's nice and peaceful where I am. Just around the corner, the Rude Sandstorm was playing. The contrast is crazy. No matter where you go in the world, you'll see one. Go on, Nuala. Get stuck into it. That's Star Wars. No, it's Home Alone. Their bells do tricks on it. What's going on there? What part of I'm gonna make a YouTube channel has landed me in Cologne with the Home Alone theme song playing and then a conga line forming behind me around some form of statue?
As the sun was about to set, I thought it was time to turn my attention towards food.
You wouldn't want to be epileptic with what I'm experiencing right now. Oh, it's expensive. Oh my god. 21 quid for a slap in the face. Like, I actually managed to find myself something authentic. I don't know what this is, but I got it. It is called Reibekuchen. 100% butchered that, even though I know how to speak German. Reibekuchen. Kuchen, because you know the umlaut. Oh, shut up, Luke. You don't know what you're on about. So I got this with applesauce. Now, that was an in-the-moment decision. That was a panic one. Heard somebody else get garlic. Would have much rather that, to be honest, but let's give it a go. Oh, thank you. It's interesting. It's kind of like a hash brown though. It does have a little something to it though. So glad I got the small portion. You're telling me that's small? Of the €14 budget, I have $9.50 left. You know what? I might just buy more food. I don't know why I sat here holding the camera the whole time I was eating that. That was like the most unflattering thing you'll ever witness in your whole entire life. That's what dreams are made of, really. This is what you call a solid beer snack. I'd say it's a solid A. I mean, it's a hash brown. Who doesn't like a hash brown? I'd almost argue it's a nicer hash brown because it's got a bit of crunch to it. For the culture, I've got to try a curry sausage or currywurst as it's called. See what that's all about? It's a bit of a weird combo, but surely if it's this popular, it can't be bad. Boss man whipped up a little currywurst for me and he was like, are you sure you don't want chips? I was like, no, just give me straight up sausage. It's been a long ass day, man. Let's see what this is all about, because here's the thing, right? Curry and a sausage does not work. It doesn't make any sense. Also, I've already managed to spill it on myself. I don't know how to control my own limbs. He put like little yellow powder on it. I don't know what that is, but we'll see. It's not the worst. See what I did there? God. The sauce is sweet. It's like sweet and sour and curry mixed together. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm not a fan of boiled sausages. Fry a sausage. Grill a sausage. Do not put your sausage in a bath. Where would that ever sound like a good idea? It's seasoned well, like the sausage. Got a nice little something throughout it. it. And then, I mean, the curry sauce is honestly fucking banging. Like, that's what makes this. That's a pretty comfortable 8. I cannot fault it. If I could stop spilling on myself, that would be absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. This quickly, swiftly turned into a food video.
As the sun set and the weird people of the night began to appear, I decided it was time to head back to my awful hotel. And this was not a sleep I was looking forward to.
And just like that, I'm back in my hotel. I'm realizing this bed is just springs. To say I'm tired is an understatement. I've been up since 4 a.m. This was a very fun experience, you know? It took me well outside of my comfort zone. I got to stay in one of the worst rated hotels. That's something ticked off the list. Hopefully I'll never have to do it again. I'm definitely gonna do it again. And I got to see one of the dirtiest German cities. But hey, they've got a really nice cathedral. I'll give them that. I do not want to know what part of the body they're from. This place is not soundproof whatsoever. I can literally hear people running up and down the stairs. This is gonna be a long ass night. Auf Wiedersehen, motherfuckers. Bro, shut the fuck up. That sleep was not great, to be honest, as you can probably tell. There's just a lot of noises during the night. It's not the most soundproof place ever. If I could speak German, or whatever language the people were speaking, I would know the ins and outs of what they were talking about. You could like really see the sun coming up. What the fuck? That almost makes up for the early start and the sleep.
So I did it. I managed to get a trip for £100. Was any of it worth it? Fuck no.
First off, fuck your bitch in the